Hello and welcome to Tarot Thursday. I'm your host, Reverend Mary Hawk, and with me is Reverend Don Lewis.
Hello, hello.
And hello to everyone joining us. And as usual, if you post a question in chat on the platform you're viewing from, we will be happy to do a 3-card, more or less, tarot reading for you. And hello to Lena and Janet in the chat. And if you don't have a question, you can just say hello and tell us where you're from. And we've already got a question from Lena. Lena is asking about a financial reading for the next 2 months.
Okay.
And hello to Renee in the chat room.
Hello, hello. No, hello to Kayleen in the chat room.
Well, hello, Kayleen.
So, first card I have drawn is Temperance. Temperance is creating new situations out of old situations, bringing things together to rejuvenate and recycle them into new beginnings. In a financial question, that implies that the things that you're doing are not coming out of nowhere, but they're drawing on things already in your life and approaching them perhaps in some new and different ways. With it is the Ace of Coins, which is money. So I think that overall this period should be prosperous for you. And the Princess of Coins, which says make sure you know what you know you need to do. Make sure that you do what you know you need to do. When you see it, do it. Part of you may be inclined to hold back. Don't do that. When you know what it is, do it. And let's draw one more for you. We've drawn the King of Swords, which is good judgment. So trust your judgment. Be prepared to make the decisions that are in front of you. Take the actions you know you need to take, and everything actually looks very good if you do those things. And there you go.
So I have the 8 of Swords. So this card indicates that you may be feeling stuck financially and that perhaps you feel like something you've tried has not moved. I also have the King of Swords. So this indicates, again, good judgment. And I have the 2 of Wands. Trying to get the glare off that card. And this indicates new beginnings. So you are going to be trying something new, or you're thinking about trying something new. So just employ your good judgment and do it wisely. And if that is a little slow starting for you, let it play out. So I hope that is helpful. Would like to mention the earthquake in Venezuela, and we certainly send peace and healing to everyone involved.
Absolutely. And we're particularly thinking of the members of Rueda de la Plata Temple in Venezuela and hoping for their well-being, as well as everyone in Venezuela who's affected by this.
Yes. And does anyone else have a question for us right now? If no one does, I'll ask you if you don't mind to pull a few cards about my husband's upcoming surgery. He'll be having his gallbladder out on July 10th.
Okay.
It has been bothering him for quite some time. You're very welcome, Lena.
Absolutely.
Hello, Dreamtime. Good to see you.
Well, the first thing I have drawn is the Three of Coins. The Three of Coins is mastery of craft and suggests that he's in good hands with his surgery. It's followed by the Two of Wands, which is new beginnings. So this may be a very good thing for him, a bit of a health reset.
Good, good.
And, there may be some new things he needs to do, but I think that he will have no trouble doing them. And then we have the Magos. And the Magos says that he can have just as good an outcome as he wants to have. So he needs to be focused on having a good outcome. Altogether, they look pretty good. Let's draw a Brian card because, of course, the Brian card is the Two of Lamps. And the Two of Lamps says that, he's probably not entirely sure where all of this is leading or what's going to follow. But from the other cards, I would say that he'll be quite happy with the answer to those questions. And probably a lot of this, I want to say that, again, this may be a bit of a reset to his health situations that may make him more focused on taking still better care of himself.
Okay.
I know that he's been focused on that, but more so.
He has been, and he's very uncomfortable right now.
I don't blame him.
So thank you.
No one is comfortable with a bum gallbladder.
No. Thank you, Judy. I appreciate it. Okay, Renee has asked for a general reading. Janet's asked for a general reading. And Judy first said general reading, but then said good news on my career. So we'll focus more on career for Judy.
Okay. So who is first?
Renee. General for Renee.
So, first card I have drawn is the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is commonly called the Ghastly Nightmare card. And what that says is that whatever you're afraid of in this situation, this immediate future, you will have to deal with. However, you should look at it like a nightmare, which is to say, it might be frightening to deal with it, but you're not going to be hurt by it unless you try to get away from it and fall out of bed. Face it head on, you'll find it easier to deal with than you think. So don't let the paper dragon scare you. It will be there, but the best thing to do is simply take it by the horns and handle it forthwith. It's followed by the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is illusion. It says be careful that you are looking realistically at your situations. Take a step back from them emotionally and look at them dispassionately and make sure you're very clear on what you're dealing with. And then the third card is the Two of Swords, which is working with another person. Could be any kind of partnership, could be a business partnership, could be a romantic partnership, could be a friendship, but another person will be involved in things that are happening as you go forward. Let's draw a Brian card. The Brian card we've drawn, it's like the opposite of the Nine of Swords. It's the Nine of Cups, which is commonly called the Wish card. And of course, the meaning of the Wish card is be careful what you wish for, because what you wish for, you are likely to get. So again, take a step back emotionally from all the situations, make sure you're seeing them clearly, and then wish for what you want. And you'll find that what you wish for is what you get. Do not be afraid of anything, because that will also trigger this response. It's what you wish for, it's what you fear, it's what you focus on. So make sure you're focusing on what you want. And yeah, go forward. And you will get what you have wished for. There you go.
So, first card I've got is the Queen of Lamps. And with the Queen of Lamps, you want to focus on what you currently have in your situation to move forward. Use your existing conditions, your existing contacts, but you have what you need in this situation to move forward. Next, I have the Sun. So things are looking good for you. I also do have the Eight of Swords. So if you are feeling like something is not moving as fast as you want it to, be patient. The situation may not be quite ripe yet, but things are going to move in your favor. So I hope that is helpful.
Yes.
Okay, and Janet has asked for a general reading.
And which Janet is this, Janet?
Janet W.
Okay.
Not hippie Janet. We've not seen hippie Janet yet this evening. Okay, and Judy, that was not your reading. That was Renee's.
But don't worry, it's coming. So, for Janet, I have drawn first the Tower. So expect some change coming into your life. Now, there's said to be two kinds of people where the tower is concerned. Those who say, "Oh my God, help!" and those who say, "Yay! This will be fun." Hopefully, you will fall into the latter category because the tower is the rearranging of things, which removes old things to make way for new things. So it's not bad unless you're holding on to those old things. So be prepared to just let things take the form they need. It's followed by the Four of Wands, which is celebration and community. So you'll be happy with those changes. So when they start happening, just kind of relax with it, let it be what it needs to be. And then we have the Four of Coins, and the Four of Coins is stability. Things not maybe moving the way that you might want them to, maybe not moving much at all, which says to me that after those changes, you're going to have a period of stability in which you'll be reorganizing things. So enjoy the changes, celebrate a little bit, and then be prepared to have a little bit of stasis. And then we've drawn the Seven of Coins for the Brian card. And the Seven of Coins, I'm going to describe it as thinking about the future, looking for direction. Maybe one reason that this change is followed by a lack of movement is that after the changes have happened, it may take you a while to figure out where you want to go next. So be prepared for that and let it, again, take the time it needs to take. You don't have to be going 24/7. You can take a little bit to rest and recharge and be ready for the next changes and kind of enjoy where you are. So I think that's what I would say for that. And there you go.
So the first card I've got for you is the High Priestess. And this is about focusing attention on your connection to divinity, your higher self, your spirit guides, however you view that connection in your life. But focus time on that practice. Next, I've got the Four of Pentacles, which is stability, being in a good position in the material realm. And then I've got the Fluffy. And as you can see, the Fluffy is minus a foot. This card was commissioned by my good friend Fluffy when Reverend Don did the Kickstarter for this edition of the Tarot of Hecate, or the Infinite Tarot, because my deck has the infinity symbol on the back. And this card is about taking a bad situation. He had to have a foot amputated, and using that situation to create positive change in your life. So, and I think that relates back to the Tower card. And sometimes Tower moments don't feel so good when we go through them. I've never had a yippee how much fun over my Tower moments. I'm generally in the middle of a Tower moment. I am saying, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. That's me during a Tower moment. It's when you come out the other side and you start pulling everything together. That's when I see the positive change. So, and I hope it's different for you, but you may find yourself having to turn something negative into a positive for your Tower moment. So I hope that is helpful for you, Janet.
Yeah. And now, Judy?
Now we're going to do Judy, and this is going to be focused on her career. And Renee said the reading was great.
Oh, wonderful.
Hello to Jane, and Dreamtime says it's a cool deck, and yes, it
Thank
is.
you.
And you can order it now at Corellian Publishing.
Yes. We do pre-orders, and when we get 10 of them, we will order the deck. And you can find that at CorellianPublishing.com.
All right, I'm going to preface this by saying I shuffled, and I shuffled. So, Judy, the first card I got for you is the Sun. So, this is a card of good fortune. The next card I have for you is the Eight of Swords. So, if things are not moving as fast as you want them to, just be patient, okay? I've got the Wheel of Fortune, and this means you're going to get some good fortune from the universe. And then I'll pull one more card, and I've got the Hanged Man. And this is a reference to Odin hanging on Yggdrasil to get the wisdom of the runes. So it's a reminder that learning takes sacrifice, but it's also a reminder that it's worth investing in yourself at this point to advance your career.
And I, too, shuffled several times since the last time these cards came up, but here they are. So the first one is Temperance. And Temperance, again, is creating new things out of old things. So in terms of your career situation, you're going to find yourself really starting some new situations out of some old circumstances, recycling, so to speak. With it, we have the Ace of Coins. The Ace of Coins is money. So I would say that this should be very profitable for you, but it's very much a matter of new creation in a pre-existing situation. This is followed by the King of Cups, which is happiness. So altogether, I would think that you should end up being pretty happy with your situations. Let's draw a Brian card, because of course we will. We've drawn the Heart. And the way I normally take the Heart is that you must pay attention to what you feel, to what you desire, to your emotions in the situation, and not repress these or ignore these or deny these, but express them. So in addition to everything else here, make sure you are paying attention to what you emotionally need, what you emotionally desire. And again, create, rejuvenate, recycle as you go forward. It looks like it will work out well. And there you go.
And you are welcome, Janet. Hello to Jim Jupiter. You're welcome, Judy. And I want to mention that tomorrow at 7 p.m. on the Greatest Ever Pagan Super Show Extravaganza will be our interview with Elsa Pendragon. We'll discuss her book, Ritual and Theory in Practice. and also her festival, Cauldron Fest.
Yes.
And then Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern and 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern, we will have our solstice ritual.
Yes.
Midsummer in the Northern Hemisphere and Yule in the Southern Hemisphere.
Yes.
And now we are going to pause for a word from our sponsors.
Yay, sponsors.
We love our sponsors. They're very familiar.
Rev Don's Book of Stones, Metals, and Crystals. Everything you always wanted to know about the magical and spiritual properties of stones, metals, and crystals in one book. Get your copy today at CorellianPublishing.com.
Reverend Don's Book of Astrology. Everything you always wanted to know about the stars, together in one book. Get your copy today. Available from CorellianPublishing.com.
And we're back.
We are.
Okay.
Speaking of sponsors, if you would like to learn how to read tarot, you know where you can do that. Witchschool.com. Currently in its 25th year. And if you would like to sign up for witchschool.com, you can do that at witchschool.com, or you can get a lifetime membership at witchschool.org.
Yes, you can.
And a lifetime membership really is meant to last for a lifetime.
I have had mine since 2012, I think. It's been so long ago, I would have to go back through Witch School and see.
There are people who bought their lifetime membership 25 years ago and it's still good now. So it's well worth the investment. And
we do this as a service, but if you would like to send us a tip, you can do so to my PayPal at maryhawk.com.
Yes.
And if anyone else has a question for us, please post it. And I'm just curious, has anyone else seen the story in Texas about the runaway giraffe?
I have not seen that story, but I believe we're still hunting for emu here in Danville.
You have a missing emu?
A bunch of missing emus. When the tornadoes hit a couple of weeks ago, well, a week or so ago, they accidentally liberated some emus from a local emu farm who've been terrorizing parts of the city ever since.
Yes, emus can be deadly.
Yes, they can.
And Dreamtime Tarot says, I always love learning more.
Yay.
Yes, I just saw the story about the giraffe this morning. Apparently, it's been gone about 2 weeks from a wildlife ranch in West Texas, in Hill Country, where it's very untamed, very hilly, very tall trees. And apparently the people who live there are honestly not surprised that a giraffe has evaded capture.
Well, if it's an area of tall trees, the giraffe should be right at home.
There is apparently enough forage and water, and I hope water for it.
Yeah.
The giraffe's name is Gracie.
Oh, Cool.
And
Gracie the giraffe.
the article I read actually said the giraffe has rounded ears.
Okay.
Apparently, it lost its ear tips to frostbite at one point. But all I could think is, so if you found two giraffes, one with pointed ears and one with rounded ears, you only needed to report the one with rounded ears?
Apparently. So this will help them to tell her apart from the wild Texas giraffes.
Yes, I guess. Yeah, it's going to try and hide in the trees. My supervisor at work lives in Austin, and I asked her today if she had heard about it, and she hadn't. So I sent her the news article.
Apparently, it's already doing a good job hiding.
Yes. And she was just laughing and laughing about this. Of course, she lives in the city, so I'm sure Bonnie is not going to wake up and.
Have a giraffe looking in the window?
Yeah, I don't think my supervisor is going to wake up to a giraffe in her driveway, but at least I've warned her.
Reminds me of our friends in South Africa who, in certain times of year, have to make sure they close the windows if they leave the house so the baboons don't come in. Because they will.
And cause chaos, I'm sure.
Yes. Debbie was informing me when I was there 12 years ago, I guess it was now, that she and her husband had come home. I think it was, she had come home and found a pair of baboons in the kitchen going through her cabinets. And the female baboon was emptying the cabinets and choosing what she wanted. The male was taking it, putting it through the window, and preparing for their eventual escape.
Wow.
They did not allow themselves to be at all unnerved by the sudden arrival of the humans. They just kept right on doing what they were doing.
Indeed.
Because apparently baboons are somewhat more formidable than humans, at least in that kind of situation.
Well,
I was so disappointed because we were out driving around and there were baboon crossing signs, but it wasn't baboon season, so I never got to see a baboon crossing.
let's see. Janet says maybe they need to put a trail of Roman lettuce because giraffes love it. Dreamtime says we just get lizards and scorpions here in Las Vegas.
Yep.
Well, I've got a bullfrog, or not a bullfrog, a toad living in my yard.
Yes.
We've named him Toadward. He dug a tunnel right next to the foundation of our house. He comes out at night and eats mosquitoes.
Very good.
I like Toadward.
Yes.
I'm all about ethical mosquito control
Yes.
because mosquitoes like me. I also encourage spiders.
Yes.
A friend of mine suggested that I put at least half a clay flower pot over at least part of his hole for shade.
Well, that makes sense.
So we'll get on that.
We have a little canopy for him.
Yeah. He lets us pet him.
Really?
Really?
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Yeah.
Perhaps he will be your familiar toad.
I mean, you don't get witchier than that.
That's true.
Can just imagine my annoying neighbor comes home and I'm outside talking to a toad.
You must make that happen. Does anyone else have a question for us?
Not related to toads, giraffes, lizards. Definitely had some form of a salamander dash across the back porch.
Ooh,
It might have been a blue streak. It was so fast I could not identify it,
I see.
which makes me think it was a blue streak. They get their name from just how fast they are, but I didn't get a good enough look at it.
Yes.
And we've had a few tree frogs.
Okay.
So, any other questions for us? Well, dare we pull a few cards for the state of our country?
I don't know if we do.
It gets weirder and weirder.
Yeah, it's been rather murky lately.
It has indeed. So, say for what time frame are we looking
The summer.
at? The summer?
Yeah. The remainder of the summer. Well, the first card I have drawn is the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is a rest period or a timeout, so things may be moving a little slower than they have been in the immediate future. With it is the Eight of Coins, which is learning how to do things right. So you may see the various forces in play upping their game a little bit. It's followed by Death, which could mean someone's physical death, could mean just change in the situation altogether. But either way, by the end of summer, I would look for some significant changes coming up on the horizon. And let us draw a Brian card. And the card I've drawn is the Queen of Cups, which says that those changes will be changes that will make many of us happy. I don't know if there's anything that can make all of us happy, but from the point of view of the overall situation, they're positive changes.
All right. First card I get is the Three of Pentacles. So this is about being admired for the work you do. Dare I say Congress is actually going to work together? Next,
Really?
I've got the Ace of Pentacles. And this is about being in a good position in the material realm. And we're looking at the state of our country, and I would have to say at the moment we're not as a whole. So improving our overall position would be great. I have the Ace of Lamps. This card is about viewing other people's situations with empathy. I would love to see that that's where we are as a country by the end of the summer.
So maybe good things coming.
Yes, we'll pull one more card.
One more card.
And I've got the Two of Swords.
Oh. Working together.
Working together. My flappers are gasted.
Well, let's see what the next couple of months actually bring.
For
Maybe we can
real.
get on the money, so to speak.
Alrighty, and Dreamtime has asked for a reading about how to handle difficult neighbors who are loud all night. Be louder. So, I'm sorry. My natural alignment is chaotic neutral.
So the first card I have drawn is the Magus. Second card is the Two of Lamps. And the third card is the Queen of Coins. Let me take a moment to retrieve the Two of Lamps, which fled from me in the moment of being drawn.
Oh dear, it fled under the furniture.
It did. So the Magus says that you can absolutely achieve what it is you want here. Have faith in that. Take the actions that you need to take. And the Magus is the magician, which kind of implies to me that, a little magic wouldn't hurt anything here. It's followed by the Two of Lamps, which is looking for guidance about what to do. So, talk to your higher self, talk to your guides. Ask them to point you in the right direction. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles, which is prosperity. And I'm inclined to say that there will be a solution that will deal with this, but you'll probably have to spend some money on it. So be prepared for that. But you can absolutely achieve what you want. Let us draw a Brian card for you. The Brian card is the High Priestess, which again is listen to your higher self, listen to your spiritual guidance. And it will guide you to exactly what you need to do, and be prepared to spend a little money if need be. I don't know if that's like bribing the local authorities to lock them away for somewhere, or what it is, but somewhere money will help with the situation.
So I've got the Two of Pentacles, which says you need to learn some new skill. I've got the Two of Wands, which is looking at starting something new. I've got the Three of Swords, which says basically you tried to work the situation out and it didn't resolve. And I'm going to pull a Brian card. And I get the Nine of Pentacles, which says you're sitting in the lap of luxury. And I pull one more card. And I get the Lovers, which is talking about choices. Looking at all these, my intuition says check your local noise ordinances and go from there. If they are,
Well, hopefully that will help.
if they are really making noise, I mean, where I live, if someone is making loud noises after 11 p.m. repeatedly, you probably have grounds for complaint. And maybe even, I don't know, check your noise ordinances. That's what is coming to me. So I hope that is helpful.
Yes.
So we probably have time for one or two more readings.
Oh boy.
Does anyone else have a question?
Oh,
Drink Time says thank you so much. Spot on. You're very welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. So here we are.
Yes, we are. So remember the Best Ever Pagan Super Show Extravaganza tomorrow at 7 Central, 8 Eastern, and the Solstice Ritual Sunday
Yes.
at 8 Central, 9 Eastern. Dreamtime says we are chill people, but it's been challenging. I'm sure.
Yeah. Maybe you need an emu for your yard.
I follow a woman who is a police officer in a small town in Arkansas,
Okay.
and she posts about what her work is like. And she had someone want to file a police report because their neighbor's cat is staring at them with demonic intent. And she's like, "No, Daryl, the cat was born cross eyed. Just close your blinds and find something to do."
Oh my.
She's hilarious.
That's very special.
Yeah, she's like, "Yeah, I thought I'd be solving crimes and chasing the bad guys. No, there's a goat on Main Street blocking traffic. Can you go get it out of the way?"
Gotta love the goats.
And then go take the police report about the cat. Dreamtime says I'll adopt one, but my neighbors won't like it.
Well, that was the idea.
Yeah, maybe they'll take their noise and move.
You know, those giant turkey legs they sell at Renaissance fairs, those are actually emu.
I have heard that.
So if you ever wonder what emu tastes like, they're actually readily available.
I have
They're
seen.
widely farmed.
Yeah, I've seen those. I've looked at them, and I'm like, I can't eat that much.
Yeah.
There's just no way I could eat that much.
No.
And they're not actually in period, since there were no turkeys in the Renaissance.
Nope.
Now,
Now, the original idea was to imitate a swan's leg, which was a bird that was widely eaten at that time in the high nobility.
I was going to say, selling chicken legs or goose legs.
Yeah. The goose was widely eaten at that time too, and of course chicken. We often see geese at the side of the road, and I invariably say, "Yum."
I've never had goose. I've had duck. Duck is good.
Goose is similar. They're not the same. They're each individual, but goose is closer to duck than to chicken.
Okay.
And I don't think I'd actually describe either of them as tasting like chicken, except compared to like beef.
Right.
Neither of them taste like beef.
Yeah, duck is richer.
Mm-hmm. Duck and goose are both fairly rich. I quite enjoy both of them. Let's hear it for waterfowl. Yay.
Honk honk. When my niece was a child, I gave her a raincoat that was yellow with a duck hood and a matching duck umbrella for her
Okay.
birthday one year because she needed a raincoat. And then it didn't rain for a month and she got mad at God.
Oh, that sounds very adorable.
We make adorable kids and then they become mouthy teenagers.
Yes.
And that's the thing.
Yeah.
Well, we are coming up on the top of the hour. Would you close us out with a prayer?
Absolutely. And Divine Mother Goddess, Divine Father God, beloved ancestors, we thank you for all that you do for us in our lives, and we rejoice in this walk we walk together. We ask you to help us to have the guidance that we need to deal with the problems that we face, and as we go forward in life, we pray that you will help us to go forward as easily as possible and in the best way as possible. We ask you to be with all of those who are affected by the earthquake in Venezuela and to help them as much as possible during this trying time. And we thank you for all the wonderful things in the world around us. Beloved Mother Goddess, beloved Father God, beloved ancestors, knowing you're always with us, still from respect, we thank you for your presence, and may you be blessed now and always. May you be blessed now and always also.
Blessed be everyone, and we will